By day, he's Oliver Queen, playboy socialite, CEO of Queen Industries and philanthropic do-gooder. But at night, he patrols the street of Seattle, where he champions the oppressed as a true social justice warrior. He is Green Arrow.
What we do here is go back.
Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode, another edition of A Week in Geekdom here on YouTube. And today, I bring you the very first book review of 2018. And of course, I had to go with DC Rebirth. I'm a little late on the Rebirth Train, but it's well worth it, ladies and gentlemen. Some titles I do like, others are okay at best, and I am trying to bring you my honest opinions on these titles. And I wanted to begin my Rebirth review playlist, if you will, with Green Arrow, Volume 1 of the new Rebirth series. Now, I gotta confess, I'm not the biggest fan of Green Arrow, but I do like the character, or I should say, I'm not the biggest fan. I gotta say, I'm not the biggest fan of Green Arrow books. It's just, it's never really appealed to me. I've read very little, and I was going in with very low expectations. However, the art on it looked fantastic, and I wanted to give it a shot. Now, I have read a bit of the New 52 stuff, and most of that was just garbage, except for the Jeff Lemire stuff. And I have read the Year One, and I do know about the legendary Green Arrow, Green Lantern run from the 70s. But in terms of solo Green Arrow stuff, yeah, I know very little. I'm sorry, but forgive me on that one. So I went in with very low expectations on the Rebirth stuff, and I gotta say, I was pleasantly surprised. I really liked it. It's a fun, energetic, quick read with tons of swashbuckling action, and I really think you will like it if you check it out. It's got great art by Otto Schmidt and Juan Ferreira, and the story's not that hard to follow. It's basically the life and death of Oliver Queen. What does that mean? Well, basically, Oliver, aka Green Arrow, is now living in Seattle, which confused me a little bit because I thought it was going to be Star City like the old days, but I get it, Emerald City. Queen Enterprises or whatever is having the time of their lives, sponsoring whatever Oliver's doing with his humanitarian work. And, he has that previous playboy lifestyle, but now he's reformed and he's doing a bunch of cool stuff for people. And he discovers some really bad stuff. And it's up to him, his stepsister, to fix things. And of course, one of my highlights of the book is that they meet the character of Black Canary. Now, previously, their relationship was sort of it was just a disaster when it came to the New 52, and this book put them right back on track because they are one of the best couples in comic books, in my honest opinion. So it was a real treat to see Black Canary back with GA doing her thing. So the relationship is actually pretty great. I missed that from the old DCU. Really, really cool stuff. You also get some surprise cameos from characters from the TV show Arrow, which I do know Lemire incorporated in his New 52 run, so said character returns in this one, and I liked this one a little bit more than the New 52 version. I don't know. Let me know down below what you thought of that character, if you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't read Green Arrow, just know that it's fun. The first volume ends on a cliffhanger, but one of the parts that really intrigued me the most is how you can take a company head and you're expecting that person to fulfill on their promises while underneath the company might be doing other things, illegal activities, if you will. And this book really examines that. Of course, you got a character of Green Arrow that's really trying to do good in the world and trying to change everything piece by piece, if you will. And it's not until the character of Oliver Queen discovers a horrifying secret within Queen Industries that I won't spoil, where that really turns into a desperate race to end it and a desperate survival story, if you will, for the character. I thought the villains were pretty interesting in a fresh kind of way. It's not your typical arch nemesis, if you will, of the Green Arrow Rogues Gallery. Great art. I haven't talked about that. Otto Schmidt, one of my favorites. He does a really fun, energetic, kind of funky looking scratchy art that I love, and unfortunately he only does the first 2 issues and the covers, and then it's up to Juan Ferreira doing the art, which bummed me out a little bit because I'm a fan of Otto, but Juan is just as capable and does a awesome job. His art style is very much muted and more realistic looking, but it's in the same style, it's in the same tone, and really matches that, like I said, swashbuckling style that Benjamin Percy is going for. Benjamin, of course, writing the Teen Titans book. Out of the 2, I would say this is, of course, the much stronger title. And I just think he captures that social justice warrior before it was hip thing that Green Arrow is known for. He's a comic book Robin Hood, if you will. And I think Benjamin really captures the spirit and what makes Green Arrow such an endearing figure. I think he does a commendable job and makes it really accessible for new readers as well as veteran Arrow fans. At least that was my perception. I could be wrong. Like I mentioned at the beginning, I'm not the super knowledgeable one when it comes to GA, so I might be mistaken on this one. So let me know. I'm very curious to find out what you guys thought of Green Arrow Rebirth. If you have read it, let me know what you thought of the book. And if not, then let me know down below your favorite Green Arrow storylines that you want me to check out and review. I'll happily do so. As always, guys, you can follow me on your favorite social media platform. Just type "A Week in Geekdom" and I'm there for you guys. So, thank you once again for liking, commenting, subscribing. I am very excited to tackle a bunch of books in 2018, and I gotta go. Yeah, it's about time to wrap this up. I'll catch all of you on our next episode. And her Gotham City Sirens. Jesus.